Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Arkham Horror, The Woods So Dark and Deep, turn 13. To talk about deja vu. Right, due to the unfortunate incident last turn with Duke, unfortunately I've got to redo this whole turn because I had Duke sort of sacrificing himself for Ashcanned, but he couldn't. So Ashcanned lost all his clue tokens, but by the skin of his teeth he did manage to avoid getting lost in time and space. So what we've got to do this turn is Jenny's got to seal the Black Cave gate, and Ashcanned has got to close the Independent Square gate. If he doesn't manage to close it, then it's pretty much game over. Only some bizarre set of circumstances will stop us losing the game if Ashcanned doesn't manage to seal that gate. Should he seal that gate, then we have no open gates on the board and we'll have 6 gate trophies. There's only 4 investigators, so that's more than enough to win the game. So talk about it going down to the wire. Zoe is she stayed at the Black Cave. She's got an explored token, so she doesn't get pulled back through. She's now got a Spectral Hunter, I think, for company, that she's going to have to deal with. Rex is at the general store, and even though I don't think it'll do much good, I think we'll have him go into South Church on the off chance that we don't get another gate. Say Ashcanned fails and has to stay there another turn. What we've got to hope for is we do not get another gate and we do not get another surge. Actually, another surge wouldn't be too bad. Another surge would mean, well, it'd mean Isabel would have had it, but as far as the game goes, it'd just be 1 Doom token, and we would get another chance next turn, so long as Ashcanned stayed in Independent Square. But I'd rather not do that, I'd rather do it this time. What to do now? It's the upkeep phase, and our first player is Jenny Barnes. Here we are with Jenny. First things first, obviously she gets $1 for a trust fund, so let's just see if she has to pay that back as interest on a loan. She doesn't, she gets a 6, so she gets to keep that. So she's up to $9. And what else? Well, she's just going to come out of the gate, go to the Black Cave and try and seal it. Oh, the world ain't enough for the both of us. I can refresh that. Didn't work, unfortunately, for Ashcan last turn. So her fight's at 4, which is the maximum it can be. Oh, she's first player as well, so she does get an extra clue token, which will be very useful. She's got 5 clue tokens to seal the gate. She's got an extra 3 just in case. She has to use them to seal the gate. So that's it for Jenny Barnes. Next up is lucky old Ashcan. And there he is, Ashcanned, the luckiest man in Arkham. So what's he going to do? Well, hopefully what he's going to do is he's going to close that bloody gate. How's he going to do that? Well, he's going to use his fight, which is 5. It's a -1 gate, the Great Hall of Celiano, so he'll get 4 dice. He's got no clue tokens whatsoever, so he's got 4 dice. Hopefully he'll be able to do it. We shall soon see. I don't think he's got anything else that'll help him. World ain't enough for us, only applies in the other world. Being a member of the book club's not going to do him much good, so he's just going to get 4 dice. Okie coke. Next up is Rex Murphy. Here we are with Rex. Rex is just going to go down to the South Church. Nothing more than that. We're just, if he comes into play this turn, or South Church comes into play next turn, then it's only because we've been exceedingly lucky in the Mythos phase. But we'll send him down there anyway. I'd hate for us to have a chance next turn and Rex isn't in a position to bless Ashcanned. That'd just be a nightmare scenario. So that's where he's going to go. He's got more than enough movement points. I don't think he'll try. He'll have a couple over actually, but I don't think he'll try the Book of Dijjan. We're just gonna try and finish this off, man. Right, oh, that's it for Rex Murphy. Next up is Zoe Samaras, and here we are with Zoe. What Zoe's going to be doing is she's going to be fighting the Spectral Hunter. Now, the Spectral Hunter is an ambush monster, but seeing as it's -4 on evade, we're not going to evade it anyway, and we're just going to keep fighting one way or another. So, what are we going to do? Well, it's got -2 on its horror check. So I'm going to put a will up to 4, which with Sunny and Claire's will be 5. Take 2 off, so she'll get 3 dice. It's also -2 on its combat, so we'll have 1 +1 for Grim Harvest, which is 2, 6 dice. We'll have 4 dice, and we'll have to get 4 successes, which is a bit grim. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put it back up to 2. We get +1 will with Ryan Dean anyway, so she'll still get 5 dice -2. She'll still get 3 dice. Nearly forgot about Ryan. So that'll be 2 dice +1, 3. That'll be 7. She'll have 5 dice to get 4 successes. We do have successes on double 6s. And she does have a couple of clue. Well, she's got 3 clue tokens because she's got research materials. In fact, I might even use Bind Monster. So we'll see how we go. We'll refresh Healing Stone, then exhaust it again. And she's now got 7. Right, that's it for the upkeep phase. Next up, it's the movement phase. And here we are at the movement phase. So first up, we have Jenny Barnes. And Jenny comes out of the Black Cave. She doesn't have to bother with the Spectral Hunter yet, as she's only just come out of the gate. But she does get a Explored token. Okay, next up will be Ashcan Pete. Here's Ashcan, fresh from his brush with the Ancient One. And he comes out at Independence Square, and he also gets an Explode token. There he goes. Okie coke. Next up is Rex Murphy. Right, so here's Rex. He's at the general store. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into South Church. He's not going to bother with the Book of Dijjan. We're just going to go for it, man. Okay, and finally we have Zoe Samaras, who's up at the Black Cave and dealing with the Spectral Hunter. And here she is at a rather crowded Black Cave. Right, so Spectral Hunter, -4, so we're not going to evade it. The worst thing on the back here is the fact it's got 3 blood drops. It's also ambush, so we wouldn't be able to sort of sneak off if we wanted to once we've started fighting. And the important thing here for Talon Turner, just to let him know that I have read the the bit of text underneath which says if you pass the combat check, you don't get it as a trophy, you just gain $5. Though quite where the Spectral Hunter's got $5 from, I don't know. So what's up first? Horror check, -2. So we've got -2 on the horror check. Let's have a checkie. We've got Ryan Dean +1. We've got Sunny and Claire +1. So those cancel out with the -2 for the Spectral Hunter. So she has 3 will herself. And that's it, I think. Yeah, 3 will. So she's going to get 3 dice to pass the horror check. Come on, Zoe. Oh, she doesn't pass the horror check. That's a real bummer. Because Bind Monster takes 2 sanity to cast. I'm wondering whether to spend a clue token or to take the hit, lose 2 sanity, which means I can't cast Bind Monster because she'd go doolally before the actual combat check, and do it that way, or spend a clue token to see if I get a success. No, I want to save me clue tokens for what is going to be the combat check. So she's going to lose the 2 sanity. This means that she can't use bind monster. So what we're going to do this time is we are going to use the old shotgun. So we've got +1 fight because of a personal story. We've got 2 fight because of where she's got it set up, which is 3 fight +4 for the shotgun is 7, -2, we've got 5 dice. We need 4 successes, but we do get 2 successes for every 6 because she's using the shotgun. A 6, that's 2 successes. A 5, that's another success. Right, so she's got 3 successes. She needs 1 more. Just 1 more success. And in fact, we'll take the hit because what do we do? Yes, we lose 2. Oh no, can't take the hit because they go away. No, we're going to use a clue token. So first of all, we're just going to use research materials. So we'll discard that instead of a clue token. Come on, Zoe. You only need 1 more success. A 6. She's blown its face off. Fantastic. 6 meant 2 more successes. Spectral Hunter back in the bag. We get a monster stand back and Zoe gets $5. Woo! Well done, Zoe. You're a star. Right, that's it for the movement phase. Next up is the all-important Arkham encounter phase. And here we are at the Arkham encounter phase. And it's Jenny. And Jenny is going to try and shut the Abyss gate. It's a -2 gate. So she's going to get 2 dice because a fight is 4. Come on, Jenny. Let's get this gate sealed. But she does have 8 clue tokens. She gets a 6. She seals it anyway. She doesn't need to use any clue tokens. Hexagon symbol, but because of the Herald, they don't come off the board. But she does get it as a trophy. That's a 2nd gate trophy. We can get rid of the gate stand. Don't need that anymore. We do want a funky seal of blueness. That goes there. We can get rid of both these explode tokens. We've got 5 sealed gates, but it's not really here nor there because we're going to have to do it on closed gates if we're going to do it at all. 5 clue tokens she's got to spend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5 clue tokens to actually seal the gate. Good job, Jenny. Doing your bit for your sister. Right, after Jenny, whew, it's a big one. It's Ashcan Pete. Well, here we are. It's Ashcan Pete. Can he pull it out of the bag? The unluckiest man in Arkham. Well, he's got 4 dice to do it. Well, we just may as well get on with it. Come on, Ashcan. Yes! In your face! Woo! In your face, Arkham Horror! In your face, Sub-Niggerer! In your face, the Black Goat of the Woods! Yay! Fabulous. This gate has been closed. Whew. We've got 6 gate trophies. There's no gates open. Phoo. I thought that'd never end, this game. After messing up with Duke and everything and having to replay. Last time I did this I won. And I just thought, oh no, I've got to replay the old turn. I'm bound to lose. but fortunately it was only a -1 gate. He did have 5 fight, so he was able to roll four dice. So it'd have been a pretty poor show if out of those 4 dice we didn't get at least 1 5 or 1 6. So, well done team. Pulled that one out of the bag. I thoroughly enjoyed that game, despite the couple of mess-ups. The main mess-up with Duke, and then obviously there was when I was trying to be too clever by half, and I was probably pushing the rules a bit with the crowbar. Though I'm still not sure whether that's actually illegal or not. But for the sake of it, we'll just say he did it at the unvisited aisle, just to save a lot of kerfuffle. But I'm really glad I spotted the Duke thing actually when I did. It'd have been horrendous to have somebody point it out, and from what Lorg was saying, I was just moments away from getting a comment about it, but I just managed to take the video down in time and correct it. So all good. Right, well, fabulous. The scenario and the Black Goat of the Woods itself, I thoroughly enjoyed. Unlike, I've enjoyed them all, but the Black Goat of the Woods and the Curse of the Dark Pharaoh, I think you can really get the theme out of them while still having a chance in the game. The King in Yellow was a bit odd. In order to really experience the theme in that, you really have to be getting your ass kicked. So the less theme that you get to encounter in the King in Yellow, as regards winning the game, the better, which is a little odd. But this one I really enjoyed. It was a real pity we didn't get to do more of the Black Goat encounter cards, but we did get a few corruption cards once I worked out that you got corruption cards when you killed the hexagon monsters. The Herald is pretty tough. I decided to play it with the Herald, and that made it really, really tough. Those hexagon monsters, they're bad enough. Shub makes it bad enough by adding an extra toughness onto each of the monsters. Which brings me on to Zoe. Zoe, in any other game, would be an absolute beast again. She's really tough, and if you can get a healing stone or something to take care of the fact she's got low stamina, she could rip through all sorts of monsters, especially with that killer instincts ability that she's got. I suppose in a way she was up against the best ancient one, where her skills were really tested. I think the other thing that helped us was the outrageous luck right at the beginning. Having Rex get rid of his curse as quick as he did, finding all those clue tokens on that first turn, made him amazing. I mean, we've got clue tokens all over the shop now, and we haven't picked any up particularly for a few turns. He's still got about 11. Jenny's still got 3. Zoe's still got 2. So unlike the last game, you know, he's a beast for getting clues. He'd be really good against Hasta, always assuming he could get rid of his curse, obviously. That really helped us out, having that many clues. I had to use quite a lot. I mean, Ashcan had to use 6 clues and his relationship card to get away with that lost in time and space. So, how many dice did I roll there? I had to roll about 9 dice before I got a success. So that was tough. But thematically, I enjoyed it. I would have liked to have done, as I say, a few more of those encounter cards because they were really good. I think there are a few house rules on Board Game Geek and things, you know, to sort of get the Cult of the Thousand more into it. I think one of them involves if you kill a cultist monster, you get an option. You either take it as a trophy or you become a cultist, sort of like, you know, you kill the cultist and you assume its place, you know, and sort of infiltrate that way, which I think's a good idea. I think if I play the Black Goat of the Woods again, I'd use that. It's just an extra way to sort of get into it and to experience the theme a bit better. Otherwise, you've got to sort of camp out around the Black Cave, the Unvisited Isle, and the woods, and hope you get the sort of location encounter that Zoe got last turn, which was a bit late. But other than that, I did thoroughly enjoy it. I hope you've all enjoyed watching. I don't think I'll be doing another Arkham expansion. I think the shenanigans in the last 2 turns is like my brain telling me like perhaps I ought to move on for a bit. I did mention in the last game that I could shut my eyes and I could see the board. So I'll probably do another playthrough next time. I'll have a think about what to do. But I shall definitely come back and do... I've got 10 scenarios to do. We've only done 4. And I believe the next one is the Kingsport one. So we'll be using the Kingsport board. Sideboard. So that should be interesting. I haven't played a game with the sideboard yet, so once again I'll be riding a bit blind. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for all the comments and all the views, all the tactics, and all the help I've received, pointing out where I've made mistakes, and not laughing too hard at my foolishness when I've got things wrong. Thank you very much. Okay, this is Catweazle signing off. Till next time, toodaloo.